This is SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports show, coming to you from Barstool Sportsbook at L'Auberge Lake Charles. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Welcome into the SoundOff Chamber for truth, honesty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That's what they say.
That's what we like to say. If it gets a little rowdy in here, it's because the Astros and Rangers are going at it.
They are.
So
they're warming up.
They're warming up, and if Bregman or Altuve, whoever, slams one over the fence, hey, we're going to have a little fun with that. Hey, let me first remind everybody where you can catch this SoundOff Chamber.
Yes.
That would be Tuesday and Thursday nights, 10:05 on CBS Lake Charles, and of course 24/7 now. Don't forget on YouTube, you just go to cbslakeCharles.tv and hit that little YouTube SoundOff tab clicker thing, and you got us 365. All right. LSU rolls. McNeese with an open date. We're going to debate how they can get the first win of the year. They're 0-6. We all know about that. All right, the Saints in Houston, a downer out on a short week. Got Jacksonville Thursday night. A short week to top it all up. And who is really the best in college football? Because, boy, it was some great games over the weekend. So we'll get into that later on in the show. All right, LSU, the Tigers over the Tigers from the Plains. Another near 50-point outburst by this offense. They didn't really need it, but that seems to be their practice. That seems to be their
49 points with sloppy at times.
Yeah. But can we be honestly and say that Auburn was pretty beat up?
They weren't beat up. They're just not that good. Now,
I
they're
thought
not
they
bad.
had some starters that wasn't
They're not
playing.
bad defensively.
No, 23rd in the nation going into that.
They're not bad defensively, but the story of that game was LSU's defense playing well.
Yeah.
You expected their offense to do that. The story was LSU's defense. And
Now wait, what do you mean when you say play well? Because I wasn't convinced that they played that well.
who?
LSU defense.
Didn't you see some improvement? I mean, I
Come
did.
on, guys, really? I mean, this was Auburn now.
They had 5 3-and-outs, Kevin. It's an SEC school.
It's Auburn.
See, you got to change your
I'm putting Auburn
expectations,
almost along
man.
the lines of Vanderbilt right now, okay? I don't know what y'all watched, but the little bit of what I could watch with all what was going on Saturday for me.
Did they not lose to Georgia only by 7? I mean, come on.
Come on, guys. Come on,
Georgia
now.
number 1.
Well, how do you think Georgia feels only beating giving up 20 points?
When you have
and LSU's defense took some strides.
I think
They
so
did.
too.
And I'm
They
with
did,
you.
but-
Auburn is
thank you.
offensively challenged. Okay?
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I mean, I get excited, Scooter, but I'm not gonna.
Compared to the last few weeks, you didn't have Auburn wide receivers running wide open. They had 2 chunk plays. Both were pretty well covered. The guy made great catches.
Yeah.
You know, they're allowed to do that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got you.
I thought their defense took some huge strides. Even you talk about only Auburn. My gosh, what is it? You think LSU ought to beat everybody 90-0?
Yeah.
Not having it.
Yeah.
Look, I thought
you played. You're
schematic-
smarter than that.
Yeah, but Scooter, the thing is, we made adjustments in those past 3 games that LSU played. This is what I go back to.
They made a bunch of
It's
adjustments.
coaching errors sometime, Rick, that we don't really put out there for people and fans to say.
Well, tell them.
LSU
If you know what the
defensive coaching
coach is-
staff really didn't do a good job. Schematic-wise, scheme-wise.
You're talking about against Auburn?
No, not against
Well,
Auburn.
why
I'm
don't
talking about
you
try
tell
games.
everybody what
But
these
what I'm
coaching
saying,
mistakes
the
were?
things is this.
Because I
As a
didn't
deep-
see them.
Not against Auburn. I'm talking games
Well,
prior
that's
to
what
that.
we're talking.
We gotta, but we gotta fix. When you say big improvements, I mean, look at who you're playing. First of all, now if you would have played like this against Alabama, now you convinced me.
All right.
Because
In
Alabama
your
right now is
mind,
rolling.
there's only one other team in the SEC.
I like to see perfection. And when you got the skill set that LSU has, the
they
secondary to a
don't have
degree is
that skill
challenged.
set, yeah.
But look at what we can do underneath and
Perfection?
stuff.
Hey, Kevin.
Look.
Kevin.
Let me tell you this.
Football is not a perfect game.
It's not a perfect game, but let me
I
tell you
know
something.
coaches strive for
Coaches,
it.
well, let me ask this. Why there are some coaches that win games and go to the national championship if it's not a perfect game? You're winning a lot of games, don't you?
Very few of them
You win a lot of games, right, to get there, right?
You know who's the most penalized team in the SEC, do you?
Probably Alabama.
Yes.
Okay, but my point is this, Scooter.
In fact, I wanted to bring this up. if the LSU offense added anything to their repertoire Saturday, I've talked about this before. You do not win by playing the perfect game. Football
never.
The whole game is set up. The other team is trying to make you make mistakes.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Teams overcome those mistakes.
I think, let me chime in with the storyline. BK was saying he challenged the secondary to be more active and physical on the contested balls. That's what I saw, especially with Zy Alexander.
Yeah.
He had some good defensive plays.
Yeah.
And then of course the other side is this offense. I mean, you know the records. They're setting record after record of consecutive near 50 points, 500 or more yards for the sixth straight time. This offense is just rolling, and now Army coming up. It's just another way to get better, another week to get better.
And Rick, the thing I guess is what I'm saying is when you look at your competition each week, that kind of tells you exactly where you're at as a team.
I'll go with you on that.
And that's what I look at.
Okay, well,
that's what I look at.
You play who you play.
I just want to make sure that
so
LSU
a 30-point win is not good enough for you.
I mean, a win's a win, Scooter. A win's a win, Scooter. But what I'm saying is you've got to make strides when you get those wins like that, Scooter.
Well,
because you got teams coming up, Scooter. 30 points may not be enough to win.
Alabama
48.
Gave up a huge
they didn't score
Arkansas.
30.
No, but what I'm saying, the other team, if the defense is not hitting or doing what they're supposed to do, every week we got to outscore our opponents?
Yeah.
That's not, I mean.
Well, that's this team.
That's the MO.
And that may be, but what if 1 week you just not working on offense?
Well, I'm going to
tell you.
Then
what's going on?
Well, then you go to the Max Bar and Grill in Westlake. And you need to do that very quick. It's at the National
That's
Golf
a good
Club.
choice.
Dinner menu specials like pork shank, bone-in braised, marinated with mashed potatoes and sauteed carrots. Salmon pasta now on the menu. Surf and turf black Angus topped with rich lobster sauce. These are specials available Friday and Saturday only, 4 to 9. So make your plans for a weekend visit to the Max.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at Le Berge Lake Charles.
Frozen faces, burnt hot dogs, finding silver linings in every season. You never forget the way some things taste. Great taste, 96 calories. Tastes like Miller Time.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
What's bugging you?
Is it termites? The season is now and they are swarming. At J&J Exterminating, we offer some very effective weapons against infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Don't wait. Contact us now for a free inspection.
His name was Cain. He had a horse along the countryside. I saw him ride. One day they found him.
The big bow hunting sale, archery going on now at Bowie Outfitters. You got outdoor hunting boots from Alpha Terra on sale. You got 16-inch rubber boots on sale for a little under $90. Check out the Covert Light saddle kit from Trophy Line, $339.99. And of course, the full-service bow hunting pro shop, bow setting, $75. Rig inspections, only $40. And the archery lanes are open for you to get your sights and practice in, only $10 per hour. The bow hunting sale at Bowie Outfitters.
They've got it all.
Welcome back to Sound Off at Barstool Sportsbook at La Berge. We want to remind you about the award-winning Drago Seafood Restaurant right around the corner.
Wow.
Wednesday through Sunday, the entrees, the apps, the desserts. I mean, all the seafood your heart desires. And, of course, the world-famous charbroil oysters
Those are
at
good.
Drago's Seafood. All right, coming up, McNeese returns home. It's a 2-game homestand. This one, Incarnate Word, and Northwestern coming up for homecoming. Yeah. We'll get into that. Incarnate, one of the best teams in FCS. Oh my gosh. All right. The Saints fall to 3-3. Another dismal offensive performance. 20 to 13 losers to the upstart. I hope
upstart. You're as hard on them as you
are. Last week you were saying Carr's on track. Wow, he's doing a great job. You get into the red zone, and I got to tell it to you, Rick. They got to be the worst team in the NFL in the red zone. They've got to be the worst.
I wonder if they're not leading for sheer futility when it gets in the red zone. I mean, between missed field goals, made field goals, no touchdowns. It's pitiful.
I think I saw a stat today that they are the worst team in the red
pitiful.
zone.
I just guessed at that school just by
And you can't put it all on Derek Carr.
I just guessed at that.
You can't put it all on Derek Carr.
Let me just say this, Rick.
You can't.
You got 46 seconds left in the game, Rick.
Yes,
you got 4 downs, Rick.
Yes, sir.
You throw 2 of your balls out of bounds. Rick, this is a guy that's supposed to be experienced.
Wait a minute.
To Thomas, he don't have a chance.
Well, let's play. Yeah, you're right.
You don't have a chance, Rick.
That was
you throw it out of bounds. What chance do you have?
They had 4 downs, and I don't think the clock was a huge factor. They had timeouts.
I think you had time.
And they basically threw 4 Hail Marys.
Rick,
what was the play call in there?
I don't understand the 4th down play call. I was interested in Derek Carr's post-game press conference because it happened so quick. The first option was Michael Thomas in the slot, but he said that the linebacker cheated over, and then he went quickly to Kamara. Kamara had no blockers to help him, and the game's over.
That was awful.
No, that was awful.
You're talking about another sequence.
Yeah, I know where you're talking. Yeah. But that was they're going in to tie the game, right?
Yeah.
That's a Pete Carmichael thing, all right? But again, if the first option was, you don't want him to throw it up and get it ticked. You want to keep it. You want to keep it live. But it was just a terrible play design. It just was.
Let's face it. The Saints are an average team
offensively. Offensively.
Now wait, Rick.
This is a top-10 defense.
I've got to stay on you, Rick.
Defensively. My God, the Astros, this is not looking good.
And that's the Monday game that we're listening to.
I've got to stay on you about this. You said Carr was going to come there and make a difference because you ranked him as what?
He's top 15. Top 15, you keep saying. All right. But again, he's coming off the sprain.
I know you love your Saints,
He's
Rick.
coming off the sprained shoulder. He said it was the best he felt so far after the injury. It's putting the proper guys in positions to succeed, and that's game planning and play calling. And look, he's the one saying that they're not doing their assignments very well. Details.
Because that was 320 of the most useless passing yards I ever saw.
I got you.
His stats didn't look that bad.
I got you. Yeah.
I mean, but in key moments, and
I'm with you, man.
My complaint all year, they've got all these weapons, but you look at it, and at first I thought they were loafing a few weeks ago. The more I watch it, they're just running sloppy routes.
They run sloppy. Yeah, they are. Look, let me throw this. I know y'all gonna get on, but I'm going to watch Dennis Allen. What he needs to do, just go to the head referee and say, "Ref, just tell me now, how many pass interference are you going to call on my team?"
Now wait, Rick.
Just
it went both ways. Now it
went
both ways.
2 or 3?
No, it went both ways.
No, it didn't.
It went both ways. Now
it's just getting out of control. And it's not just the Saints game. It's not just the Saints game.
I get the Michael Thomas. You don't want that to be a decision factor in the game right at the end with the Michael Thomas, the pass interference. But as a defensive back,
sometimes you just got to keep the flag.
Man.
I
mean,
that was a new face, the head referee of that game.
Yeah, I didn't
care much for him. He was more interested in showing
his
guns off.
Yeah.
You keep complaining about the offense. Look, Allen says we're a work in progress. My thought is, what?
What has changed?
No, that's my point. I mean, you had the OTAs, you had the mini camp, you had July camp, and you had preseason in 6 games, and nothing's getting any better.
These are paid professionals.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They can work as much as they want.
I am in agreement with you.
Rick, all I'm saying is we should see, 6 games into the season?
6 games, they're in
Rick,
3.
we should see a little bit more than what we're seeing.
I got you. You know what?
Come
You know
on
how
now.
many points this offense is
Come on now.
averaging?
You said they would be 0-4. No, you said they'd be 4-0.
No, I said they could be 6-0.
No, that's pushing it.
No,
Whoa.
6-0 up until this
6-0.
Thursday Jacksonville game. I missed it.
Look, you missed it big time.
I mean, it's one thing to be an average team. And let's face
Well, you're hard on me today. What?
they're an average team.
They're
There are
an
a lot
average
of
offensive team.
average teams in the NFL.
It could be.
You know, you might win a few of them.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be average, but they're boring.
Look,
oh God,
let
they're
me-
hard
let
to
me-
watch.
let me-
and
let
you
me
know,
say this.
we were spoiled over the years, you know, with
Okay.
Drew Brees
I want-
and Sean
I want
I'm not
Payton.
going to argue that. I'm
I
not gonna
want
argue
you to
that.
give me your honest opinion, Rick, because you love the Saints. You watch them more than anybody.
They'll get better. They'll get.
Give me your honest opinion.
I don't see it.
When you look at Dennis Allen on the
Oh,
sideline,
here we go again.
is he an NFL coach? I want your honest answer.
He's got a demeanor.
He is.
He's got a body language that I don't particularly like
He's
in a head
last
coach.
in the league in body language.
I got you.
He is very.
But it is what
As
it
a
is.
coach, he doesn't excite me.
I got you.
If I'm a player, I don't even get excited.
He's not the.
He
I've
does
said
not
this
to
before
excite me.
too. But when Sean Payton was over there and you looked at him with that play
Yeah.
card in front of his face, you knew you had a chance.
Hey, look at second-year coach for the Giants, Daval. I mean, when guys make a mistake, he's throwing computers.
I know.
He's throwing down
I
his
know.
headsets. I'd like to see some of that.
I would too.
I
Because
do.
you know why? Then you get a reaction at your players.
I got you on that.
If that's
too.
how
All
I
right,
feel
look,
about
they
it
keep shooting
as a
themselves
player,
in the
oh
foot
well.
with all these penalties. 2 missed field
Too
goals,
many.
and Pete Werner gets a pick and he fumbles it back.
Yeah.
These are the little things that
Well,
compound.
I mean, that stuff happens.
Average,
Yeah, that happens.
average team. All right, we're up against the clock because
Yes,
we
we
want to
are.
have good clock
We do,
management
we do.
tonight. all right?
Yes, we do.
We'll take a short back in it a little bit to Barstool. Stay right here.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
Frozen faces, burnt hot dogs, finding silver linings in every season. You never forget the way some things taste. Great taste, 96 calories. Tastes like Miller time.
What's bugging you?
Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Offer a more reliable, responsible, intelligent, and connected indoor environment that easily adjusts to homeowner preferences no matter where they are. Uncompromising, unmistakable Luxair. Learn how to become a Luxair dealer by visiting Solar Supply Luxair.
A ton of new inventory and products sitting out at Bowie Outfitters for the ongoing archery sale. Don't miss out. Get there now. Hunting boots on sale from $139.99 down to $89.99. How about Easton arrows on sale? Both their 4 and 5 millimeter. Full service bow hunting pro shop. You got to get over there, guys. Bow setting for only $75. Rig inspections only $40. Paper tuning only $25. And then you get your practice in on the archery lanes, only $10 per hour. The big bow hunting sale going on at Bowie Outfitters in Lake Charles. Welcome back to Barstool Sportsbook. Sound off. Happening in here. We got Astros and Rangers.
Big game.
Houston, they can't go back to Texas down 2-0. I mean,
can't.
We're sitting there early in the week on Monday night.
Right now.
It's 4-0. The Astros haven't batted yet.
I don't know, guys. All right. Open date for the McNeese Cowboys. You'd think that they would refresh their minds, refresh their bodies. Gary Goff earlier in the week, I asked him how much work. He put best on best, worked them hard, but he wanted to, he wanted to also heal up some bumps and bruises. So, number 5, Incarnate Word. Number 5 coming in here to play an 0-6 McNeese team.
That's a big matchup.
After an
Rick.
open. I don't know if open dates are good and bad. I don't know.
It's a good
5
matchup.
years ago, did you ever think number 5, Incarnate Word?
Incarnate
Yeah, can you
Word.
believe that?
0-5,
We used to make fun of
0-6 McNeese.
We used to
did.
make fun. No, you did too. You did too.
Your memory's getting good.
What, they only started football 15 minutes ago.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. We made fun of them.
You know, they've got the best quarterback in the Southland.
No doubt.
Former Aggie, Zach Calzada.
No doubt. And
when you have that position right, you got a chance to be good. You got to get that position right.
When
Incarnate Word
When it's like this is what you've got to do, Rick.
Sam Houston did a number of years.
When you've got an offense that's probably as explosive as Incarnate Word, your offense has to be really, really good this week. Because let me tell you why.
I'll get to that.
The defense is going to give.
That's going to happen?
The defense is going to give up some points, Rick. Now,
if you're interested, I looked at the numbers. Every offensive category, all the majors and even some sub-majors, Incarnate Word's number one. I mean, they got it across the board.
You said I did.
It is what it is.
You said
and McNeese.
I'm just saying.
McNeese is last against the rush, and they're like second to last against the pass. So it doesn't add up on paper.
That's why I say you got to be exceptional this week on offense, because you're going to have to help the defense because they're going to get scored.
And how do you help the defense?
Put points on the board.
Well,
yes.
How do you do that?
Put points on the board.
Sustain drive.
Yes. Rick,
and how do you do that? Third down conversions.
Third down conversions.
Guess
Rick.
who's worse in the South?
We are.
The Cowboys are worse on third down conversions. And guess what they're also worse at?
Let me ask
of
this.
letting the other team convert. I mean, it just doesn't add up. Great.
If you go into this game and Incarnate Word comes out as the victor, what is there else to play for? I'm just asking. What else is there to play for?
All right. Well,
do you really think they're going to beat Incarnate Word?
Stop, Scooter. Stop. I did not say that, Scooter. I said if it so happens that Incarnate Word wins,
it would be the upset of the year in FCS. It would. I mean, Incarnate Word. Now, Incarnate Word has a tendency they've got a little bit of a turnover issue. I watched them in the game against Commerce, and that's what kept Commerce in this game. They only beat them 28-11. But FCS, they're number 5, and deservingly so.
They are.
Here's what the Cowboys will do this. They're going to play more youngsters. You're going to see more freshmen in there, and to give them experience, and give this unit some juice, some spark. You just don't know what else.
But early on, is it wise to do that? Because then youngsters are prone to making mistakes, Rick.
They are.
Prone to making mistakes.
They are.
And that can cost you sometimes. That can cost you.
Hey, he's got to have one of the best names in college football. Cam Six Killer.
Cam Six Killer.
He's a freshman quarterback. And Dolph says, watch out.
I love it.
He's got 4 games to not burn the red shirt. We're going to see Mr. Six Killer at some point.
I love it.
Tall
Rick.
kid. He's a true freshman.
I love it, Rick.
If the offense is faltering, what do you mean?
Where's he from?
He's from Oklahoma.
I love it.
Six Killer.
I love it.
Be on the lookout for that.
I love it, man.
I think what Cowboy fans are grumbling about, Lamar on a 4-game winning streak, first-year head coach. Incarnate Word, number 5 in the country, first-year head coach.
Yeah, but they were good last year.
I got you. It can be done. That's what a lot of McNeese fans are grumbling. All right, let's move on. That's game in the hole, by the way. 7 o'clock, Incarnate Word. Got a couple more minutes here. Who's really the best team in college football? Do y'all know for sure?
No, I think that's a good thing.
That's a good question.
That's a good thing.
I think it's great.
That's what November is about.
Exactly right.
You know, end of October and November.
Are you convinced Georgia can beat Michigan?
No, Georgia, no.
I'm not.
Georgia, they're kind of, it's like Georgia got grandfathered in.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the youth.
They have certainly not been the most.
No. You know, and maybe they deserve that to a degree.
Oh, you're laughing at LSU. Georgia only beat Auburn by 7.
But we got 2 losses, Scooter. That's the problem.
We weren't talking about. We were talking about the LSU.
No, I mean, we're talking about when you said that about Georgia.
I do not.
We've got 2 losses.
But I did predict something here last week that came true.
Remind me.
I said Southern Cal is about to get exposed.
Yes, and they did.
They did.
You know, 28 points to Notre Dame. They
did.
They cannot. They have no defense, and I know LSU hadn't had any defense.
Well, that offensive line is pretty bad too. Caleb Williams was just running for his life.
But the difference in Southern Cal and LSU, I don't think Southern Cal cares that they have no defense. But at least LSU's trying.
They're trying. We're agreeing on almost everything.
I know what you're saying, Scooter. I know what you're
now,
saying.
Now, here's Caleb Williams, 3 picks.
They don't care.
3 picks. Now, I think you guys, especially you, because he votes for the Heisman, he gets all hotty-totty, right?
Yeah.
I think this, I'm going to keep talking about Jaden Daniels for Heisman.
What you should, Rick, what you should.
Because it's a big deal. If LSU can get another Heisman Trophy winner, we should probably not. Probably not.
But if you just get invited, that's good.
Yeah, and
that's good.
Think,
just get invited.
If it plays out the way it looks, I think he'll be invited to New York.
He has to be.
But,
that would be great. That would be great.
Unless he just goes. The key would be going off on
Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
I totally agree.
Caleb Williams with 3
totally
picks. Drake May is he's just amazing. The times I've watched him, because I like watching North Carolina football.
Look.
So, and then Shedeur at Colorado, he's going to get Heisman hype, but they lose, and they let Stanford come back.
God, that was.
I stayed up till
that was just not supposed to happen, man.
Watching that game.
Yeah.
That was not supposed to happen.
That's one of the damnedest games. And I've loved this whole Coach Prime thing. But this whole second half, my problem with him a little bit, like with the Saints, they kept showing Deion on the sidelines.
Why?
And he's just kind of standing there.
Yeah. Hey, that's Guidry. That's Hobbs. Wanting to talk Colorado. Sarah, we'll see you next time Thursday, 10:05.
Always.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at L'Auberge Lake Charles.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Frozen faces, burnt hot dogs, finding silver linings in every season. You never forget the way some things taste. Great taste, 96 calories. Tastes like Miller time.